Carson Robinson, 1340, The Fan. Here with Coach Eric Morris, offensive coordinator, going into your 5th season now, back here as a coach. You know, the offense takes a little bit of a change now, going from Pat to Shimonek. What has changed, or what will change in the offense? Are we going to see more of a pocket presence from Nick as we wouldn't have seen with Pat? What are we going to see as far as anything changing in the quarterback position this season?
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll look a little bit different, but, you know, it's not anything we haven't dealt with before. I mean, it'll be more of a timing system. We'll let Nick check a little bit more at the line of scrimmage. Super smart guy that's been here for 3 years, 5th-year senior. We've done a good job with Coach Jones. Brandon Jones has done a great job at getting Nick in there and kind of showing him some of the run game stuff that we've tweaked this offseason. That was a big point of emphasis, is we need to get better running the football. We know all these championship teams have good running games, and so we've been working on tweaking that. Feel really confident in Nick leading the charge. I mean, he's gritty, he's fiery, loves football, and you know, I think everybody's going to be excited with the product that he puts out on the field.
You get the feeling, kind of, he was just in here, and you get the feeling from him, and also watching him against Kansas last season, that he has kind of the same capability as Patrick had in leading an offense and being the leader that you need in a quarterback. Speak a little bit about what he brings to the table as far as his leadership abilities. You know, it's obviously going to be his one and only year to start, but it seems like he's kind of been a leader on this team in the background, and now he's going to be at the forefront.
Yeah, this summer's been the best one since I've been here, as far as our kids organizing stuff on their own, and Nick heads that up. You know, every Saturday, every single receiver's up there, every running back's up there, every offensive lineman doing their own thing. You know, I look up and, you know, he'll tweet a picture of him bowling with the offensive line. So the chemistry is better than it's been in 5 years throughout our whole entire team. So I'm really excited about that. You know, I think back to the Kansas game. You know, Pat goes down, and I can hear through the headset, he brings up Nick, and Nick starts to laugh, and he said, "Hey, Coach, relax, I got this," and took off running towards the huddle. And of course, you know, he throws 4 straight touchdowns, and we never skipped a beat. So that's his personality. You know, he's a lot like B.J. Symons. You know, he's not scared to throw the football down the field, fit it in tight windows. Has a lot of confidence in himself, which is key at the quarterback position. So yeah, I'm excited for him. I mean, you don't see 5th-year quarterbacks these day and age. They all transfer. They don't wait for their time. And so proud of him. Proud of the way he's handled himself this offseason, and looking forward to seeing him lead the charge.
With what went on in the offseason, with Kliff saying that he's going to spend a little bit more time on the defensive side as well as what he gives to the offensive side, has that given you more responsibility as to the offensive side and kind of what's going on that end now, and in practices, both in spring ball and now going into fall practice? Does that give you a little bit more of a responsibility towards the offense to put your spin on things as well as with Kliff's?
Yeah, no doubt. You know, very grateful for him, you know, entrusting this responsibility in on me. He knew I wanted it, and you know, I think he's been very good about, you know, taking the CEO approach to it and overseeing, you know, a bunch of the things he didn't have time to do while he was calling the offense. So yeah, we've scripted. I've scripted it, and I'll script it during camp and during the season. We'll still meet together as far as game planning and come up with game plans, and then call it together on game day like we've done the last couple of years. But it's been good to be able to be a voice in front of the offense. It's been good to be able to script, put a couple little new wrinkles here and there. I mean, we've been together for 8 years, so we think alike on a bunch of the stuff that we do schematically. So, you know, it's not going to be some kind of wholesale change and you're going to see all kinds of tight ends or something in there. But yeah, some little tweaks here and there. Coach Jones and Coach Luke did a great job helping us, you know, add some new stuff run game-wise. And so yeah, we're fired up and ready to get out there and see these guys compete starting tomorrow.
You have a plethora of skill players, wide receivers, a running back stable there for you. and you've had it in the past, but now with the athleticism that you have with Kiki and Cam Betts and Derek Willis, who's healthy, Dylan Cantrell, healthy Dylan Cantrell. You have all these guys. How do you use every single one of them to the most, to get everything out of every one of them?
One thing you can't replace is experience. There's just no way to replicate game experience. Our wideouts have a ton of it. So we trust them, they trust us. Great working relationship with those guys. I think all 4 of those receivers have a chance to play at the next level. So they're all motivated by other factors besides just me screaming at them every day. And so yeah, the spring was awesome. They came out. There was no lackluster. They were on a mission each and every day, and they want to play for each other. They have a great bond with each other, and so I'm excited to see them play for one another, and not play for the name on their back, but play for Texas Tech for one another. And I think that they have some lofty goals set that they've talked amongst themselves, and so I think they can achieve them, but they're pretty lofty. So
yeah. And last question, just came. Fox Sports Southwest announced that your alma mater high school, Shallowater, is going to be playing on TV. Is that going to be kind of cool to see?
Are they playing Idalou?
Yeah, Idalou and Shallowater, the big rivalry game.
The Wildcats versus the Mustangs. So yeah, hopefully my dad and I had lunch at the Shack a couple nights ago, and or a couple days ago, and he was telling me all about it, which will be a great experience for those kids.
Yeah.
Just come from a small town, and to be able to play on that stage and in front of that many eyes is a big deal. So happy for those kids. I know the new Shallowater coach is getting raving reviews right now. A bunch of people think really highly of him. So I'm going to pick the Mustangs by 14 points.
Hey, there you go. I know that's always a fun game to watch. I've refereed it a few times. It's always, even whenever you were there, and Tyler Dipree and all those guys, it was always
no doubt.
fun.
So,
but